I'm so out of breath. I had to run up and down the stairs like 3 times because I kept forgetting things. But hi, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Dakota. I am 5 weeks pregnant, 5 weeks and 4 days actually, so that's really exciting. It's my first pregnancy. I've been waiting for this for about 4 years. Well, I mean, technically I've been waiting for this for like 17 years, but we don't have to be technical or anything. A little backstory if you're new here. I am 25 years old. I have PCOS. My husband is 24 years old. He has obstructive azoospermia. With just the PCS alone, we would have had a little bit difficult of a time trying to conceive. The doctors actually didn't even check Kyle until we were about 2 years into trying to conceive, which was extremely frustrating because I ended up having, well, I didn't have to do it, but like obviously we wanted to try. I ended up going on Clomid for 2 months, which made me absolutely insane. I was losing my mind. I was crying for no reason. I couldn't stop crying. So I decided after the 2nd month of doing that, I was so done putting my body through that because it wasn't getting us anywhere except making me even more crazy. So another year goes by, we moved to Hawaii. Kyle finally gets to see a military doctor and they tell us that well, we had to do a bunch of tests, but I'm not gonna talk about that. Finally found out that he has obstructive azoospermia, which means there's no sperm going into his semen to get to where it needs to go. So the doctors had to go in with a nice little needle and take a chunk out of Kyle, his little boys, sorry Kyle, and take the sperm from there and fertilize my eggs. So we ended up going through IVF in September, which was like 2 weeks ago. But I just wanted to let you guys know what my signs and symptoms were before I got my big fat positive. I ended up finding out 8 days past ovulation, for those that care, that track this, because I know when I was trying to conceive, I was always watching these like, what were your first signs before you got your BFP? So, or like a pregnancy test, a positive pregnancy test, if you guys don't know what that is. So I've always been interested and I'm so excited that I finally get to do this video for you guys. So without further ado, let's just hop into it. So I'm gonna be looking at my phone because I wrote down all of my stuff because I wanted so badly to do this video and I'm finally doing it. And I'm sorry that it's taken me 5 weeks to do this, but I've been exhausted and I just didn't want to be on camera. Like I kind of broke out a little bit and I never break out. Like I'm really blessed to have nice skin. And I started to break out and I'm a picker, so I was picking at my face, and so like I have a bunch of marks. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but I'm gonna show you guys because I have nothing to hide. But yeah, let's just get into it. So I did my transfer on September 26th, which was actually my 25th and a half birthday. I'm a half birthday celebrator. Woo-hoo. So that was a Thursday. On Friday, I woke up with this like poking feeling. It wasn't a cramp. I'm still feeling this to this day, so I hope everything's okay. We haven't done an ultrasound yet. I do realize that I'm putting this video out there with the chances of it not being a successful pregnancy, but like, I don't have anything to hide. Life happens, and I hope to God that it's a great pregnancy. So anyways, on Friday, I woke up with this stabbing pain in my right ovary area, and I know where that is because I've had doctors poke it plenty of times. So it was stabbing me, and like, it's not painful, but like, it's just one of those things that you notice. So I was like, something's going on. And then I also was a little tired, but I'm on a bunch of medicine that could make me tired, so I just didn't think anything of it. On Saturday, I was perfectly fine all day long, which actually kind of worried me because like, you don't want to be fine. You know what I mean? Like you kind of want to be like, oh, I'm feeling nauseous or like something's going on, but yeah, nothing. But then towards the evening, about like 6 o'clock, I started to get like really hot, like not feverish, but just uncomfortably warm. And then I got a migraine, and I didn't realize how painful migraines were because I'm not a migraine person, but since getting pregnant, I've had a migraine 99% of the time. And I still had the cramps. I'm gonna just say I've had cramps or the stabbing pain every single day, so I'm not gonna say that anymore. On Sunday, I was super moody. I remember I was just wanting to fight Kyle for no reason. Probably because I was pregnant, but. And I was having weird dreams. Like, I'm not a dreamer. I barely sleep as it is. I probably get about like 2, maybe 3 solid hours of sleep. And then I'm like, after that point, I wake up every 30 minutes to go pee for whatever reason. And I'm sure it's only gonna get worse now. So, cool. And then on, let's see. Oh, and I was starving apparently. And in the evening, I was craving Chinese food and seafood, which is not something I typically crave, but I've been craving that more than ever. Oh, and then we had dinner. I don't remember what we had for dinner, but I just remember like, I'm pretty sure that night was the last night I cooked. I've cooked maybe like 2 or 3 times since finding out I was pregnant, and I used to cook dinner every single day, but like the smell of food at night is like, so yeah. On Monday, I woke up craving Chinese food so hard. Like, that was the first thing I thought of when I woke up, was like, oh, I need some Chinese food right now because I'm starving. And then I took a pregnancy test, and it was positive. So like, I woke up craving Chinese food, and like, when I think of Chinese food, I think of like Kyle and Kyle's dad, because we always eat Chinese food together. So I was like, oh, I'm definitely pregnant with your child, because why am I craving Chinese food at 6 a.m.? So that morning I took a test and it was positive. So yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm having to go to my next notes. So that night, after finding out that I was pregnant, I ended up getting like an earache just on my right side, and then like my sinuses, I have deviated septum, so my sinuses are already crappy, but like it really hurt right here. Just something to note. The next day, I woke up so constipated. I felt like I was full of it, literally. It was so uncomfortable. I couldn't even drink anything. I just like, it felt like I had crap up to my throat. TMI, but whatever. I still had the sinus problem right here, and my ear was really hurting, and I also was craving chips so bad. Oh, one big thing to note, from the day after the transfer, I wanted cheddar popcorn every single day. I've had cheddar popcorn every single day since. Oh, it is raining super hard, sorry. But I've been craving popcorn every single day, and like, kind of weird. Kyle came home. This is 6 days past the transfer, so that's 11 days past ovulation if we need to catch up. Kyle came home at lunchtime. Kyle works with like, really, what's that word? he works with heavy equipment, and so like he had some fuel on him or something. He smelled like fuel, or like it wasn't gas, but it was just like oil or something, I don't know. He comes and like wants to love on me and give me hugs and kisses, and I'm like, you stink, like go sit over there. I couldn't stand him. And then even the next day, like it was stuck in his skin or something, and it was still radiating off of him, and it was just, it wasn't a good time. And that day, the 7 days, I threw up for the first time, but I think it was because I was just super anxious, because I was anxious. The next day is when we were gonna find out if we were pregnant or not, like the blood test. And so like I'm pretty sure I was just anxious and made me throw up. And then the day that I found out that I was pregnant by the doctors, because like I knew I was pregnant, but you have to like wait for the blood test. My boobs hurt. I was waiting for this. Everyone's first symptom seems to be like, oh, tender boobs. No, my boobs never hurt. And then I woke up and they were hurting, and I wanted to cry. I was like, yes. So yeah, I was actually really excited for that. My back started to ache. I started having really bad food aversions. So yeah, I actually didn't write down any more symptoms or anything once I like found out for sure that I was pregnant from the doctors, just because like that right there is what, 8 days, and not everybody has that much time before they find out that they're actually pregnant. So I'm really sorry this video is really long, but I want to look back at it if I have another pregnancy in my future. So I also want to just say, I have woken up craving steak. I'm pretty sure that was on Saturday, 2 days past the transfer. So I woke up craving steak so hard. I've never wanted steak. That's Kyle. And constantly craving veggie rolls from Panda, and the cheddar popcorn, and crab legs, like buttery crab legs. That's all I can think about. But yeah, those are my signs and symptoms before I found out I was pregnant, and I'm super excited. I am 5 weeks and 4 days today, and next week I will find out if there are 1 or 2 babies in there. We did transfer 2, so I hope they both stuck, but we will see. I really want to do updates, but I'm not sure if I want to do them weekly, because I want to do them weekly, but I don't know if it's like a little too much. So let me know what you guys think. I am so excited to be pregnant. I think I'm gonna be a little obnoxious when it comes to my pregnancy, but I've waited for 4 years basically for this. So I got myself a mirror to take bump date pictures. I will link my Instagram down below so you can follow along. I will also link the video of me finding out that I was pregnant with my big fat positive, and I will also link me telling Kyle, because that was really exciting. But yeah, I will end this video because I know it's getting long, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao for now.